This video is going to be extremely bullish. Yes, I told you in the previous video that this is going to be the ultimate bottom for Bitcoin, and we're going to look at some major signals that actually give us the indication that this is going to be the ultimate signal for Bitcoin, that we could expect this breakout of this major trend, the 200 moving average, the 13 moving average, and exactly this major psychological level exactly at the 60,000 US dollars. So we're going to look at all of these facts, but guys, we're also going to look at the wallet of the German government, we're going to look at the DXY, we're going to look at the total 3 market cap, and of course we're going to look at Solana. And if you want to find out why this is going to be the beginning of the bull run, yes guys, you heard me correct, this is going to be the absolute bottom. So if you want to find out more, watch the video until the end, smash up the like button, and welcome back to B4Crypto. Yes guys, we're going to go directly over to the news, because yes, that's how you know the bottom is in. As I saw the show from Ran Neuner, yes Ran, I'm using you as a signal, because this was the ultimate signal. This gave me the indication that the ultimate bottom is in, that this is going to be maximum pain if Ran Neuner is going to start a show with a McDonald's cap on. And yes guys, this is the first signal, but let's go over to the charts to first of all find out what's happened to the price movement of Bitcoin in the immediate short term. And we can see that the price movement of Bitcoin once again came all the way back down to these levels, and yes, we saw another sell of the German government. So let's go over to their wallet. They sold around 4 hours ago, they sold another 500, 800 and 1000 Bitcoin. So ultimately they're left with 3846 Bitcoin. But yes guys, some of you might think this is a high number, and yes, this is around about 223 million. But guys, let's go over to the next news. Because yes, the US Bitcoin ETF had 79 million inflows yesterday, the 5th consecutive positive day. And yes, ultimately guys, all these Bitcoin that the German government are selling, they're going to be absorbed by the market. And this is exactly what we can see on the chart of Bitcoin. We saw this dump. Yes, this was the maximum pain for Bitcoin. And now we are seeing that the price movement slowed down exactly within these levels. And we can also see that yes, Bitcoin is forming higher lows, and we can see we have this major resistance. But ultimately guys, we need to really find out what is going to happen in the immediate short term, and for that we're going to go on the lower time frames on the 4-hour chart. Because yes, exactly within these levels, we can see that the price movement saw this breakout from the symmetrical triangle. And yes, I was calling for the 60k and that we're going to break this major resistance. But yes, exactly within these times, we had this major focus on the German wallet. And this was maybe the FUD that brought the price of Bitcoin down. All these Bitcoin being sold on the markets, and we can see that the price movement of Bitcoin tested the symmetrical triangle once and also 2 times, and this downtrend, which was previous resistance, perfectly held as support. Yes, the price movement of Bitcoin, formed lower lows exactly here. But ultimately guys, if we're going to break this price movement towards the upside, we're going to see this major pump towards the upside. Because yes, we can see that the German wallet, they are nearly running out of Bitcoin and all these inflows from the Bitcoin ETF. And yes, this gives us the indication that all of this FUD is cleared out. So let's go over to the next post, and this is going to be extremely important guys, because we'll know why we are here and in which time horizon, the phases of the Bitcoin price cycle. And we can see that in the year 2014, 2018 and 2022, we were in this bearish consolidation and this down only phase. And exactly here, we can see that in 2015, 19 and 2023, we had this market recovery. So yes, ultimately this was the stage 1 of the bull market, where we could see that Bitcoin went from the previous bottom exactly here all the way up to the current prices. And yes, we can see that exactly within this line, where we had this first sideways consolidation in the year 2023, that Bitcoin entered the 3rd stage of the cycle, being the painful upside move. And this is where we are at the moment guys. Exactly here you can see from this midline in the year 2014 to 2017, we started with this parabolic phase of the bull market all the way to the all-time high. And we can see that in the second cycle from 2018 all the way to 2021, we started with this parabolic run towards the upside, leading to a new all-time high. And we are exactly within these levels. Yes, we are in this painful upside move, but we're in this dump. So ultimately, guys, we're going to start with this parabolic phase towards the upside, and not only for Bitcoin, but for the overall crypto market. Because if we go on the weekly bubbles, yes, some of you were extremely fearful that their portfolio was down 50, 70, 60, or even 40%. But just in the previous week, we can see that projects like TIA, Phantom, Audi, Optimism, Arbitrum, Sui, Filecoin, Near, they have seen massive gains, and yes, TIA went up 26%. So if you would have been holding TIA and you would have been down 50%, you would have recovered this move in 1 week. And yes, guys, this is what I was saying. If Bitcoin is going to break these previous highs exactly here and come all the way back to the mid-range, we're going to see that most of these altcoins are going to see a major push towards the upside. And yes, I could even expect that Solana is going to break the 13 moving average over the weekend, and that we're going to see this explosive move. But let's go over to the second signal, which gave me the indication that Bitcoin has reached the bottom exactly here. So the first signal is going to be Ran Neuner, that came out with a McDonald's cap, because he has to start working at McDonald's to earn his income, because his portfolio is absolutely crushed. And the second signal is going to be that the German government is running out of Bitcoin. And yes, building on top of this information is the bullish news that we're getting from the ETFs, this 5 consecutive days of inflows. But guys, hold on tight, because this is going to get even bullisher. Because if we go over to the dollar currency index, we can see that exactly here. We can see that the dollar is going down, and every time the dollar is going down, this means that risk on assets, Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies are going to see a push towards the upside, because if the dollar currency goes up, the crypto market goes sideways or down, and this is what we can see at the moment. Yes, this was paired to the dollar being strong exactly here, and that's why we saw that the price movement of Bitcoin went down. But if we're going to see that the dollar is going to lose this major level, and yes, this looks like the McDonald's pattern, the McDonald's logo exactly here. So yes, this is the next indication, this double top for the dollar currency index, and not even just the double top, but we can also see a high and even a lower high for the dollar. And ultimately, guys, if we're going to break this major level from this M pattern, we're going to see this dump for the dollar, and this would give us the indication that Bitcoin is going to turn around exactly here, and that this is the beginning of stage 2 of the bull market, or at least breaking this major psychological level of 60,000 and coming all the way back to this major zone. Yes, this volume price range from this ultimate consolidation, and where also this major FUD started from the German government selling exactly here. But yes, this would give us indication that Bitcoin is turning around. But let's go over to the total 3 market cap, because the total 3 market cap is the market cap of all the altcoins excluding Bitcoin and also Ethereum. And we can see that we had this major dump, and the price movement recovered, and we can see that the candles are forming higher lows, and we also can see that the price movement is rising. And yes, we're going to see this break of the 13 moving average and come back above the 200 moving average on the daily chart, and this is going to be extremely bullish for the overall crypto market. Yes, we're going to see massive gains, and this is only going to be the beginning. So if you want to profit from all of these moves, guys, because yes, we've been opening some major trades. We opened the Solana trade exactly within these levels, and we are already up 30%, and our stop loss we're going to put exactly here at the break even. And if you want to profit from these signals, guys, because we have been making some awesome profits. Yes, we opened this trade on Stark Network exactly here at the bottom, and then we saw this major pump, and we closed this trade with 32% in profit. Yes, guys, we opened the Solana exactly here. So ultimately, guys, if you want to get all of these signals, go down in the video description below, where you'll find all the information to the signal group. But most importantly, guys, if you want to trade all of these moves on BloFin, go down in the video description below, because you receive a major deposit bonus. And yes, you can trade all of these moves on Bybit or even on BloFin. And yes, I opened this long position on Bitcoin, so let's go on the even lower time frames on the 15-minute chart, and I'm going to add even more to this position because ultimately, guys, this is going to be the bottom of this major consolidation, because yes, we saw a lot of pain within these regions, and on the price movement of Bitcoin, we can see that we're holding this perfect support, and yes, we can even see that the price movement is forming this W pattern exactly here. And yes, once we're going to break this level, we're going to see this major push towards the upside. And when do I expect we're going to see this major push? Guys, I do expect that we're going to see that Bitcoin is going to at least try to attempt to break the 60,000 US dollar level. And why? Because yes, at the previous weekend, exactly here, we saw on Friday this major dump towards downside, and exactly here, maximum pain was reached, and we saw that the price movement came all the way back up to this major resistance. And yes, this was in the evening from Friday to Saturday, and this is going to be exactly here. So yes, this is the same price movement. We saw this initial dump on Friday, all the way to these lows. We saw this dump on Friday, all the way to these lows, and then we saw this bounce, consolidation, and this breakout on Saturday. And this is also what I could expect, guys, that we are at least going to try to attempt to break the 60,000 US dollars exactly here. So yes, these are my bullish indications, and like I told you in the previous video, yes guys, this is going to be the absolute bottom for Bitcoin. So dollar cost average into Bitcoin and all of these firm projects, because I'm going to upload a dedicated video which altcoin you should need in your portfolio. But guys, it's simple. For this I need a little bit more views, so smash up the like button and make sure to be subscribed, and be for crypto, and we see each other in the next video.